So I've been talking a lot about taglines. So what are they? Well, it's what you're reading up the top. It's one of the most important tools in creating those impactful presentations. We've all sat through those presentations that have a opening slide which just says introduction, and then another slide that might be data, graphs, anything like that. That's not how you best use your slides. Your tagline should convey the message of the slide, not the heading. The graphs and the table, the text on the slide should support that message. A common mistake is that your tagline and your message don't quite gel. So they're reading something at the top and then something different down the bottom. The best way to do this is to cover your slides. If you cover your content, so the graphics, text, tables, you cover that, you should be able to read the tagline and know what's underneath. Similarly, cover the tagline, read down the bottom, and it should make sense about what's coming out on top. The tagline helps drive your presentation. It helps explain to the audience the main message you want them to get out of the slide. So like with every paragraph you write in an essay, what is the main message that this slide is trying to tell you? What is the one takeaway they need to leave from this slide? So have a look through that, have a play through that, and I really want to see with the assignment, these taglines coming through, these main messages of what you are trying to say. We've talked a lot about taglines now, and you should be using the graphics and text to prove to your audience that your tagline is correct. So your tagline is your statement, and underneath proves that the tagline is actually correct, like a reference. So what we've got here is 4 different ways we can do that. Text, graphics, tables, and charts. So with text, it's able to give you the entire story. So like an essay or a report, you can write what is meaningful in there, maybe chuck in a couple of references and make that very clear. The issue with this is that it's not memorable and generally it starts death by PowerPoint. The smaller the text becomes, the harder it becomes to read. The more text that's on the slide, the less you're actually listening to the presenter. So be careful of that. If we're using graphics, it's impactful. It helps solidify a particular message. So think about those Apple presentations where you've got waterfalls, you've got shooting stars, those very, very clear images of what's going on. However, with those, unless you're very clear with your tagline and very clear with the main message, it can be open to interpretation, and a waterfall being calm and wistful might be scary to another person. Tables. They show a lot of information and you're able to get some good comparison there. However, with a table, you generally need to explain the relationship and what the data means, and you can usually spend quite a lot of time on one particular slide if you're using a table. That's fine, as long as the table is telling your audience what you need. The last one is charts, so graphs, etc. They make relationships clear, it makes the data seem concrete, you can really start to show relationships through it. Again, you will need to explain this, be able to point things out, really hone in either with boxes or arrows on the main parts that you want, but at least then you can use your oratory skills to engage the audience and show them what the data means.